All right, so you're starting university, and you keep hearing this term thrown around, right? MLA citation. It can sound a little intimidating, but today we're going to pull back the curtain, demystify the whole thing, and actually turn it into one of your best tools for success. First off, let's just get it out there. That little feeling in your stomach when you hear words like plagiarism, that anxiety about doing academic writing the right way, yeah, that's completely normal. Seriously, every student feels it. But what if I told you that getting good at citation is the best way to make all that worry just fade away? Because here's the big secret. Citation is not a punishment. It's not just some random tricky rule your professors invented. It is your key. It's how you build credibility. It's how you show everyone that your arguments are solid, well-researched, and that you respect the conversation you're about to join. And here's our game plan for today. We're going to break it all down. We'll start with why it matters, then we'll get into the two main parts of MLA. From there, we'll look at how to actually build them, what common mistakes to watch out for, and, most importantly, where you can get help. Simple. So let's start with that first, most important piece. Why bother with this at all? I promise you, once you really get the why, the how becomes so much easier. It just clicks. Proper citation is doing a ton of work for you. Of course, it shows you're being honest and it makes your work more believable. It's also a way of saying thank you to the thinkers who came before you. But for me, the most powerful point is the last one. It actually makes your voice stronger. By showing whose shoulders you're standing on, you're confidently placing your own ideas into a huge, important conversation. Okay, so we've got the why down, now for the how. And here's the best news you'll hear all day. The entire MLA system really just boils down to two core parts. That's it. Just two pieces that work together as a team. Think of it like this. The in-text citation is a tiny little signpost that you put right inside your paragraph. It's just a quick pointer. That pointer leads your reader to the map at the end of your paper, the works cited page. That page has all the full details for every single source. The signpost points to the map. Simple as that. So let's zoom in on that little signpost, the in-text citation. This is what you'll be putting in your paper as you write, anytime you use an idea or a quote that isn't yours. It's short and sweet, usually just the author's last name and a page number, tucked right into a set of parentheses. And that little signpost is always pointing here, to the works cited page. This is its own separate page at the very end of your document. Think of it like the full credits or the bibliography for your paper. It's an alphabetized list that gives your reader all the info they need to find the exact sources you used. Okay, let's get our hands dirty. How do you actually make these in-text citations when you're in the zone writing your paper? This is where the theory becomes practice. And here it is, the most common example you'll ever see. Just the author's last name, a space, and the page number, all inside parentheses. That's it. No comma, no P for page. It's designed to be quick and unobtrusive, giving your reader the info they need without interrupting the flow of your writing. But what happens when things aren't so simple? Well, the cool thing about MLA is that it's flexible. For example, if you say the author's name in your sentence, like according to Smith, well then you don't need to repeat it. You just put the page number. If you're citing a website with no page numbers, you just use the author's name. And if there's no author at all, no worries. You just use a shortened piece of the title. See? The system adapts. All right, we've totally nailed the in-text signposts. Now it's time to build the big map they all point to, the works cited page. This is where you give your reader the full blueprint for every source. So let's talk about the structure for a classic source, a book. It's a pretty straightforward formula. You start with the author's name, last name first. Then comes the title of the book, which always goes in italics. After that, you'll list the publisher, the year it was published, and the medium of publication. Just follow these steps, in this order, and you've got a perfect book citation. Okay, so we know the rules, but let's be real. Avoiding the common slip-ups is what separates the good papers from the great ones. Let's talk about the little mistakes that are super easy to make, but also super easy to fix once you know what to look for. Okay, one of the biggest mistakes I see is forgetting to cite a paraphrased idea. Remember, if it didn't come out of your own brain, it needs a citation, period. Other little things include missing details in an entry or just a simple typo on a page number. Oh, and please, always remember to alphabetize your works cited page. But the biggest pitfall today? Blindly trusting an online citation generator. They're fantastic tools to get you started, but they make mistakes. You have to be the final human editor. Feeling like this is a lot to remember?
Take a deep breath, because here's the most important secret of all. You're not supposed to have every single rule memorized. You just need to know where to look for the answers, and trust me, help is everywhere.
Your number one go-to resource should be your university library. They have guides, they run workshops, and the librarians are basically citation superheroes who you can talk to. And yes, online generators are useful starting points, but I'm going to say it one more time because it's that important. Always, always double-check the citation it spits out. You are responsible for its accuracy, not the machine.
So let's bring it all home. Nobody becomes an expert in MLA overnight. It's a skill. And just like any other skill, you get better with practice and with a little bit of attention to detail. It's a journey, not a destination. And this really gets to the heart of it all. This isn't just about a grade. By using citations accurately, you are literally stepping into a massive, ongoing conversation between thinkers and writers that's been going on for hundreds of years. You're showing respect for what's been said so that you can add something new. So when you think about it, the real question isn't just, how do I format this correctly? The real question is, how are you going to use this powerful tool of credibility to make your own unique voice heard in that conversation? Now go get started.